What's up, family? Welcome back to an all-new episode of Point of View. Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Happy Wednesday! It's our Friday.
We're also wishing everyone a happy early Juneteenth. We got a lot to talk about today, but before we get started, we're going to welcome our girl Ree back to the table.
Hey, girl.
Happy to be back. Y'all know I love it here.
Good. We love having you. So, listen, coming up in today's show, Tyler Perry is facing a $260 million lawsuit with serious allegations, and we've got the whole story. And then later in Girlfriend's Guide, is love costing women their friendships? Studies say women lose 2 to 3 friends after getting into a relationship, and we're here to talk about it. So pull up a seat, join the discussion. You're watching POV. Social media, then we're here to tell y'all about the situation between Tyler Perry and Derek Dixon. Now, Derek Dixon is someone who appeared in 85 episodes of Tyler Perry's BET drama, The Oval. He has filed a lawsuit accusing Tyler Perry of repeatedly sexually assaulting and harassing him over several years, then made promises to advance his career if he stayed silent. Derek Dixon is now seeking a whopping $260 million in damages. Tyler Perry's legal team quickly pushed back, claiming that this is just a fabricated scam. Now, I know we've all seen the social media posts about Derek and the text messages between him and Tyler Perry. Do we believe it's true? Do we believe it's AI? How do we feel?
See, now that, I was going to say it was true until you said
AI, right. That got me.
AI stuff is so tricky.
Okay. I mean, how else do y'all feel about it?
No, I'm with Ree. I was going along with it until you said AI. Then I kind of that's right.
Yeah,
you can really, they can really do that and make it look so real. And then we buy it out here. We start carrying on and having our input and giving our opinions. And then we're so far off. I mean, I really don't know.
Tally, how do you feel about this Tyler Perry allegation and this $260 million lawsuit?
First of all, I want to say just last week, if not, we were talking about Tyler Perry and, kind of giving him his flowers for, what he's done, for the community, for paying, Black actors.
Like Taraji.
Exactly what they're actually worth and things like that. And so, it's a very unfortunate situation. I do believe that he is a human. And so I cannot put it past him, unfortunately, but I also don't want to ridicule him.
Right.
At the same time, it's a really hard situation. But I will say, baby, if I didn't need glasses, I definitely needed some when I was trying to look at them text messages. They were so blurry. I felt like the nosiest person in the world trying to zoom in. It was crazy.
I could see him.
You could see him.
I could see him. It was blurry. One of them was very blurry, but then most of them, I could read the text messages.
Most of them I could.
And honestly, I'm not going to lie. I understand, Derek's position and how he felt that Tyler Perry was dangling his career in his face. But I also feel like reading through the text messages, Tyler Perry, he might have been making advances, but Derek wasn't exactly pushing away either in the text messages. It really, to me, the conversations didn't even look very flirtatious.
It looked a little flirtatious, but it didn't look suspicious.
Yeah.
And it seems like
it wasn't too much. It wasn't like he was really throwing himself at him.
Tyler Perry was playing it safe, and it looks like Derek Dixon was playing it safe as well.
Yes.
Because it kind of alludes to maybe at one point he was giving in, and then he kind of was making sure that he was texting right to have receipts for if it didn't pan out with
if it turned out to be this.
There just seems to be such a pattern here that's going on. It's like every week, every couple of weeks, it's a new Black billionaire that is under attack.
Well, the Bible said our idols will fall.
For, SA, as everyone says. And sometimes I'm just not sure at this point. I do understand with all the rap sheets that's sitting up in Congress longer than anybody else in prison or anything. It just seems to me, why is there such an attack on black actors, black billionaires? Because the bottom line is, we have people, like I say, with longer rap sheets, and nobody's talking about them. Nobody's dealing with them. It's only the black billionaires.
Well,
why is this such a pattern?
They are also wrong too.
It's my turn.
Okay.
I'll be down with the whole, they're attacking black, but when I was reading those texts, if it is not AI, it was very uncomfortable. No, it was like childish uncomfortable though. Like, it wasn't really making sense. It was given like Tyler Perry was like trying to manipulate this young man.
Of course.
And then saying like, if you don't want to go to like the office or whatever and let them know that you're my friend, because then they'll think that I'm treating you a different kind of way.
That Tony got you this job from the event company that he was working for.
So it was like kind of like a lot of manipulation and stuff, making him think like, he's special, but also don't tell anybody that we have like a personal relationship type of thing. And it just, and then he was telling the man, you could tell like the boy, I don't know if he's GAY or not, I'm not sure, but you can tell that Tyler Perry was like, you just need to come out of the closet, like you just need to you need to, I'm telling you, you'll feel so much free. And the boy is kind of like, yeah, I don't know, and it's just like Tyler Perry was forcing it. If it was Tyler Perry writing that, it was like forcing.
I don't know. I think it's forced.
A lot of people seem to be, maybe these are their vices, and they're succumbing to their vices, and they're being publicly, made to, publicly, out here. But why is it just on this side, though? These are not the only people who are doing these things. There's plenty other people with more money that's doing way more stuff, and nobody's talking about them.
I agree, but I also feel like, this could be another instance of, modern day burning of Black Wall Street.
I feel like it is. Are we going to deal with, I don't even want to say any names. I'm sure you're already on it,
See, it's just not... wrong is wrong. I don't care who it is. Just because this person hasn't been caught, that don't mean that this person shouldn't be caught. Right. That's how I feel. Like, I don't give nobody a pass just because they're black.
Yeah, but it doesn't really seem like from the text messages, I don't know, maybe I'm sure it will progress more, but it doesn't really seem like this was sexual harassment. It looks like maybe Tyler was kind of baiting him out to kind of see if you're gonna bite. And it, I'm speculating, but it looks like he did bite, and he, used the text messages to protect himself, because now the career hasn't been as promising as maybe Tyler, promised that it would be. And now he's going to try to get $260 million.
Well, I don't think the text messages, I'm sorry, Raquel. I don't think the text messages was so much him saying that part was sexual harassment, but he did say that there was in the lawsuit, in the actual filing, there was a moment where he said that, I guess he went to Tyler Perry's house and Tyler Perry pulled down his,
Oh no,
and
Madea.
started playing with his behind.
Madea.
So he was touching on him, and that wasn't the first time that he touched on him before. So I think that's
if that wasn't the first time, what you going back to the man house for?
Because he's looking for career advancement, and sometimes you
can have more than you can chew.
Between
I feel like
career,
Cassie was also a victim of a situation like this, but Cassie got the worser.
First of all, not even just Cassie.
The worst part.
Just people in your regular day. They go back to something that they know they shouldn't be going back to. Not saying that it's smart or it's good, but it's it's sad.
I just don't feel like it is sexual harassment if you didn't mind that your ass was getting harassed. But literally, when you was doing 85 episodes, now that you're no longer on the show,
I got something to say.
Come on now.
I want my money.
But it's kind of like, why is he now off the show though?
No, I jumped down a rabbit hole of TikToks and people just talking about, the situation. And there was something that happened, but I think him touching his behind was one of those last moments where he was just like, okay, I'm gonna file something. But no, actually I'm lying. It was when Tyler Perry said that he was gonna write a show for him, or he had written a show. Derek Dixon had wrote a show, and Tyler Perry said that he was gonna spend $1 million on the production side of it. And then Tyler, like, I guess when his advances wasn't working, and Derek was like, no, like he was kindly, politely, just like, no.
I don't believe it for a second.
He told him that the people of his team spent the $1 million, and that he wasn't gonna be able to produce his show anymore.
First and foremost,
in that moment,
every
he
lady
decided
knows
that
don't trust
he
what no
needed
man
to
say to you in
report
bed.
he's not a lady, but he needed to report, the harassment.
I'm just tired of it being one-sided. Honestly, I am.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it being one-sided. I'm tired of it feeling like this is just a
What
targeted.
do you feel like it's one-sided?
I feel like it's a targeted
Because we're not
community.
hearing enough about these white people that are doing it until
that
they
he
dead
didn't
and
do it.
gone.
Right, but there's so many rap sheets. Why is it just targeting this group of people? Why aren't there others?
Why are these group of people doing that? You get
Why
the
are
power.
other groups of people doing it?
Exactly, correct.
Right.
So
And only one being targeted.
So
that's what I'm saying.
This is the thing.
If we go do it, be fair about it.
Those victims need to come and do exactly what.
Be fair about it and go from one to the other.
You better hold on.
This is what I'm
Be
saying.
like, really?
Their
serious
victims, seriously,
That's
their
a
victims
serious
need
voice.
to come and say that this person molested me.
Well,
Yes, they need
who
to come.
who says they're not? But if
It's
the
not that
coverage
easy
isn't,
every time.
it is not. And who says they're not? If the coverage isn't happening because we're
What about
still
the coverage?
targeting, let's not act like we don't understand how targeting works.
Come on now, of course
Let's
we
not
understand.
act like we
do
don't
understand, but truth
And
is
let's
true.
not act like
Okay,
only
so
one group
speaking-
is being
speaking
targeted.
of suing, do we think that Tyler Perry should turn around and sue Derek Dixon for defamation?
If it's a lie.
Now, he might
I don't
very
believe it's
well
a lie.
do
I'm
that.
Me
sorry.
neither.
I don't think Tyler
But
Perry
of course,
would win.
it's like, if it's a lie, of course, Sue. 'cause
I
you
do
messing up
not
his
think
name.
the text messages were a lie. I don't think it's AI, but I also do not feel like that was sexual harassment.
I feel like it was sexual harassment.
Well,
If,
I feel that
if
way.
the cheeks were spread, baby, and you're willing to spread them,
Oh, come on,
it was sexual, but I don't know about
Listen, y'all,
harassment.
listen, we got to take a short commercial break before Tally breaks something. Okay? Don't go anywhere. When we get back, we have Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinions. Stay tuned. You're watching POV.
All right. Oh, I didn't give the thumbs up. Hello, social media family. Welcome to the show today. I hope you've been watching it. It has been spicy. Let me get to the question for y'all. Let me see. If you could collaborate on a project with any black leader, past or present, who would it be and why? I said Thurgood Marshall because he was the first African-American justice, what was that, Supreme Court justice, and because he was during that time of the civil rights movement, my goodness. And he was doing the board versus, the board of education and all that. And I really wanted to understand because there's so many things that happened within that, because at one point it seemed like it was really going well and then it took a turn. And I just really want to get in his mind because he was so brilliant. And I want to get in his mind and learn from him and learn those ins and outs of this whole justice system. That's why.
I feel like I would want to collaborate with Ben. What's his name? Ben Crump.
Who?
That's the man. Ben Crump.
For sure.
The one that be going.
Ben Crump. Okay.
Yeah,
What
so-
did he do?
Well, he's every time when like
everybody.
somebody, yeah, he does. Every time when somebody get wrongfully, killed or whatever by the police, he be like the
in it.
attorney for them. And I would love to be right with him, especially. I think I fell in love with all that stuff when Trayvon Martin died.
Yes.
I was literally out there in Sanford marching, so I want to walk hand
I
in hand.
know that's right. All right, let
For
me
the
let me go real quick. So real quick, I would love to collaborate or have had the opportunity to collaborate with Huey P. Newton because I love the Black Panther Party. When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a Black Panther for everything they did for the community, and I wish they were still thriving today.
Love that.
Oh, okay. Well, then now we're going to wrap it up. No, Junie. Okay. So, y'all, please let us know what you think. Put it in the comments, past or present. Let us know who you'd like to collaborate with. And now we're going back to the show.
Welcome back. This is the part of the show where we dive into all things love, life, relationships, and everything in between. So let's get into Girlfriend's Guide. So, we've all heard that love comes with sacrifices. But did you know that for women, those sacrifices often include their friends? Studies show that when a woman gets into a relationship, she loses 2 or 3 close friends on average. So, is it just growing pains, or are we silently trading sisterhood for romance without even realizing it?
I think 1,000% we are trading sisterhood for romance. I think that, when we're single, you have like this whole immense tribe, and sometimes it's people that really don't serve who you're gonna grow into, but some of it is genuine friendships. I think about like my relationship now, and like when we first got together, I lost like probably 7, 8, 9 friends.
Really?
Yeah, I think that, and it's like, I guess when you're trying to do something different and you think that this is it, you're just like, you know what, anything that is going to take my focus away from this, maybe, yeah.
Do you think it's because you were spending more time with him, with him, and
Yeah,
like
and I
not
think-
as much time with your friends, and maybe y'all just weren't talking because you were giving your attention to him?
Yeah, that too. And then I feel like sometimes, maybe even if the guy is not asserting or asking for that, you just assume that most guys are jealous and they can't handle like you having, especially relationships
Too
with
many
other
outside
guys.
friends.
Yeah, and so and I'm not gonna lie. In hindsight, I know he's watching. In hindsight, I wish that I didn't maybe do that to the full extent, because guys don't really do that for us.
They don't.
Everything they come with is who they come with.
Who
They
they
got a
come
girl
with.
best friend.
Yes.
She ain't going nowhere. Not that I wanted her to go anywhere. But, just saying, but for us, we're always worried about what the guy's going to think, and we're compromising and giving up so many things. So then when you realize, when your man getting on your nerves, you ain't got a whole boy to give you no good man advice.
When I was in a relationship for a long time, of course he had his times when he was jealous of like my boy best friends and stuff, but it never changed me. I would never like treat my friends different just because you feel away, especially if I know it's no foul stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Now, if a friend was doing something foul to disrespect my relationship, this cut off.
different.
But if you ain't did nothing but really love me and genuine be there,
Right.
like absolutely not, I'm gonna still be the same person. Now, he's gone, my friends are what? Still there.
That's right. I had to tell a guy that. Like, he went crazy over my best friend, who's a guy we've been best friends for 15 years. There was no way my best friend was going anywhere.
Right.
And I'm like, there's nothing going on between us. Why would it be a problem?
Right.
Well, of course, he had something going on, so that's why.
Oh,
it was a
they
problem.
always do.
Ooh.
That was the clue, because he was being
Now that's
so
some tea.
upset about my friend, but my friend wasn't going anywhere. And like you said, guess who there? My friend.
Exactly.
That's right.
I think it was funny though, because at the time, like my guy friends, they had wanted me to be in a relationship so bad.
My friend too.
That it was just like, whatever. And then most of them had all their things going on the side.
course.
So they just probably knew they would feel some type of way if it was their lady in a relationship. So they just kind of let me go. And I'm like, oh, here I am.
My friend wasn't like that. He wanted me to find someone and to be in that relationship with him, but definitely wanted me to have the right person.
Yeah.
And he was okay with falling back if he needed to. But I was like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. There's nothing going on here. I'm thinking, if anything, you'll join in with us as friends. Now he's your friend. He's our friend.
My friend
Nobody
didn't
goes
care
with
about
that.
none of that. He like, I don't care. He mad. I'm still coming over there for Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
No, you is.
Thank you. That's
Did
right.
y'all lose girlfriends along the way?
Yes, I lost
Okay.
girlfriends,
Instead
but
of, like,
it
just, like,
wasn't
male friends.
like I had prior old friends,
Uh-huh.
and they, were married and things of that nature. So they lost me, but because of they wanted to do whatever they wanted to do because of their man. And their man didn't want me as a friend, and as if but it's cool.
As if
But it's like the men always don't want, it be the ones that they don't want their woman to be with, who they need to be with.
Right.
I'm telling
And
you.
the ones
I'm telling you.
Because they see you, and they know exactly what you coming with. You coming with good energy. You coming with an actual genuine
Child.
friendship and a genuine care for that
Child,
person.
please.
He want people around her that don't care about her, so that they can be toxic all together.
Literally.
Wow.
Literally. And if you see this, I still love you, boo. That was a bad decision, though. Keep going.
I'm done.
Don't tell me to
Bad
keep going.
decision, boo. Bad decision.
So have you ever noticed friendships change after someone starts dating seriously?
Yeah.
I think in the beginning of a relationship, how I am like very like clingy, like in the beginning of a relationship. But I'm also not equally, but almost equally clingy in the beginning of a friendship.
Yeah.
Like any relationship, like when I'm getting to know somebody, whether it's platonic or it's like romantic, like I'm just like, okay, hey, who are you? What you got going on?
Well, you gotta put time in.
Yeah,
Well,
in any relationship, I feel like.
I wish whenever I get a man, I want everybody to be friends. I'm like family oriented. Him, my friends, my family. I want everybody just
Everybody
cool
don't mix now, Reed.
I
You
be
can't
like
mix
that too.
everybody.
But I think there also should be like this unspoken like grace period that people just allot to each other when you get in a new friendship or relationship, you know? Because I feel like you need that bonding time. Like I remember like my younger sisters, they used to complain like when their friends, when they all got of age and everybody started dating and like, oh, I ain't talked to her in 3 months. She all with that man, blah, blah. And then it's like you saying about your friend, baby, but then next year when you get a man, you did your friend the same way. Like, you know? Yeah, so I feel like that's like a little unspoken rule that we need to like enact.
That would be good.
Yeah, give them some space to get to know each other.
So what do y'all think would be the like proper thing to do? Like go on dates with your man and then like set friend dates like for your friends?
I
like,
wish
together?
that
No.
Oh, like separate.
Like, hey, this is my day. I'm gonna go on a date with my homegirl.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with that. Like, I feel like you should be able to tell.
You should.
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to say.
It doesn't. It really doesn't
Why
because
not?
life start lifing.
And then men expect that your friends were there before me because you didn't have me. Now that you have me, you don't need them. That's what they think.
No,
Yeah.
no, because like I said before, when that man is gone and you don't have the friends either, you gonna be alone.
And you know what? Men also think that because they're underexpressed and unspoken, that you're supposed to be too. Because you don't trust your friends to express what you have going on.
Yes.
Now I can't talk to nobody.
You know that seems
That
to
is
be
so
true.
That's
weird.
crazy.
That
Like,
is
come
so
on, because
weird.
you can't be transparent. You don't like the fact that I have people that I'm able to be transparent with.
Yes, they don't.
Yeah.
Or like
Wow.
child, that's a story for another day. Keep going.
It's Reed with the keep going. Gary, you about to lose your job because we about to take over. So, do you think this friendship loss happens more with women than men?
Yeah, I think for sure with women, men's friends ain't going nowhere because they've been straggling along the whole time anyway.
They're not
They here,
anymore.
then they're not. They're
Right.
here, then they're not.
Literally.
Yeah, so they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think men are as clingy or emotional as women.
No, they love their homeboys.
They definitely
love
emotional.
it.
No, for real.
They love their
And you know
homeboy.
what's
In that
so
video.
crazy? What's so crazy is that men always think that women's homegirls are gonna lie for them when they homeboys be lying.
With a straight face.
Oh my God.
Your man could be laying right here. You call, hey bro, you saying, yeah, he over here. He had just up. That's crazy because he laying on my lap.
Okay.
Liar.
He right with me. Oh, bro, you left. I didn't even know you left, bro.
Oh my God.
Liar. They telling on y'all at home. They telling on y'all.
So that's why they don't want you to have a boy best friend because they know that boy best friend will put you on game.
I remember
right.
one time.
That's what my friend did the whole time.
I had called one of my fiance's homeboys, and I'm like, you know, he's going around the store, and I'm like, so what happened last night? He's like, oh yeah, well whatever bro said happened last night. Yeah, so now you can't even tell me what happened.
You can't even tell
You just
me.
said whatever bro said.
Okay, we got to move on to
That
our
already
final
feel like it's a
segment.
lie.
So let's get into unpopular opinion. That's just too much. Just like this next story. Not only is Donald Jerome Trump the president of the United States, he is now launching his very own cell phone business. The Trump organization just announced Trump Mobile, featuring a $499 gold tone T1 smartphone and a $47.45 monthly plan that covers everything from unlimited data to roadside assistance. So apparently, MAGA now comes with a data plan. So, are you switching your cell phone carrier?
Now, what I am going to jump right on in and say now, I will not be switching any carriers, but I am going to consider getting me one of these phones because whatever they talking to them good on white people about, baby, I need to be in the chat.
What they say, Charlie?
Who knows what they're doing? They might say, bear your arm tomorrow, we coming through. I need to know.
You know what? That's like really smart. Because knowing Trump, he probably sent a text message just to his phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
he
y'all
might be telling
Right,
when the
right.
funding drops.
Or it might just blow up at any given moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm straight.
Yeah.
T-Mobile it is.
Didn't we have that
Let
movie
go.
Kingsman that they did that? It was the cell phone. And the government was giving out the cell phone to people. And it started sending frequencies to people to get them fighting and warring with each other.
but
Well, we already got the smart TV to do that. We got the iPhone and
that.
everything else, honey. This
Look
chat
at
GPT
that.
to get
That
legs
is
before
very
Well, this
everything
was
else.
actually a phone the government was giving to people.
But what
That
we
is
do
very
know about
scary.
Donald Trump, he is notorious for starting multiple businesses, bankrupting all the businesses, taking out everything,
Yeah.
and going on like nothing ever happened. So at the end of the day, I might have to get on the gravy train.
What's interesting to me is that this has been the president that has been able to do all these things, no problem. Many of the things he accused President Obama for and other people, he's doing all these things.
Now, Obama said he was going to always try to sell us something. Here he goes
He
with,
did.
with a phone in the
Selling.
land.
Yeah.
Just selling everything.
Yeah. And he has a $5 million Trump card, and that's so wealthy people from out of the country can come through, get his card, and they'll be able to get in here bypassing all the channels and be able to come legally. That's what it says. online.
Lord, well, unfortunately, that is a wrap for today's show. Happy Juneteenth. Remember, Juneteenth is not just about freedom. It's about the fight to be seen, heard, and remembered. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. You can catch us weekdays right here, only on AfroTV. Bye.
Happy Juneteenth.